Hi there, welcome back to a new episode. In this one, we are looking specifically at Sndl growers. Sndl growers last week saw a lot of negativity, and right now it is actually pulling back ever so slightly on the Friday. So the question is, what do we expect going into next week? Well, of course, I am not a financial advisor, so please make sure to do your own research. But in tonight's one, I am giving my personal opinions, so if you might enjoy it, make sure to leave a like. Thank you so much for all the support so far, so if we can just keep it going, let's get past 10,000 subscribers as soon as tomorrow. It would be massively appreciated. I know it's a big ask, and I'm not saying that we can get there, but if we could, it would be amazing, because of course we are trying to get on the road to 100k. Thank you for everything so far, but let's just jump into the video. So, Sndl in the past 5 days has obviously seen quite a big sell-off, and hey, a lot of the market has, so it's not the worst thing in the world in my opinion. But right now, I think next week is hopefully going to bring some more positive things to the market as a whole. I think Sndl stocks should definitely follow. Now, as for an actual percentage, guys, I definitely think that Sndl is going to be up by quite a significant amount. I definitely don't think it will be enough to bring us past that $3 range that we saw earlier last week. But obviously, we have seen quite a lot of a sell-off over the past few days. I think, you know what, that is to be understandable, being as we were up significantly in the past few days, let alone the past few months, where we have seen an increase from about 68 cents all the way up to these highs back here of about $3. If we can get a percentage of it, if you'd have bought this one at 25 cents only a few months ago and held right until now, you'd have made 560% gains. It's absolute insanity, and I can understand why a lot of people sold off last week, because let's face it, if you'd have bought in even at a price point of about $1 and sold out for about $3, you'd have made a very nice profit. So it makes 100% sense why a lot of people sold off last week. Going into next week, I definitely think that a lot of this hype is going to come back into the stock. I don't think it is going to bring us back as high as we have seen in the past few days, like I've said. So I definitely don't think that we are going to be touching past that $3 range. Is that a bad thing? Absolutely not. I think if this week can be relatively flat for Sndl, that would also be a fairly decent thing as well. And when it comes to an actual trading method, personally, when it comes to Sndl, I think it is a decent company. Obviously, it is debt-free, and it's things like this that have boosted up the share price in the past few weeks and months, as it has rocketed. But overall, I think if you are buying it, and if you'd have bought in out of the lows a few months ago when you are still holding, personally, I would take out your initial investment. So if you'd have bought this one at, say, 50 cents and held up until now, you'd have made $1 profit per share. So obviously, I would definitely take out the initial investment and, hold the rest and see where it goes. Now, if you are looking to get into Sndl right now, in my opinion, and like I said, I am not a financial advisor, I definitely think now isn't the worst opportunity. That sell-off has brought in a lot of positive things, and with Friday being in the green, I think it is a good indication of things to come into the next week. But if you are holding Sndl, it is going to be one of these stocks which you should definitely hold for at least a year, because I do believe that in the next year we have potential to hit $5, maybe even that range even sooner than the next year. But I think $5 in the next year is definitely possible with Sndl stock. I think a lot more of the hype is still to potentially come into this one, but I would like to see it grow a bit more steadily and a bit more slowly, because that would indicate some more stability, and it would make Sndl a bit easier to know where we are going with this one. But obviously long term, I think that this one does have that potential, and into the next week I would like to see it be back into the green. I think we definitely could pass $2.15 like we saw earlier at this point here. I think right now it's not a bad point to see an entry, but obviously long term it is still a buy and hold in my opinion. So $1.53, very decent price. Obviously the lows were on Friday, and I would like to see this one come back up into the next week, but I definitely do also think it depends on what the market as a whole does. If the whole market is down, Sndl probably is going to be down, but personally I do believe the next week for the markets and for Sndl is going to be pretty good, bringing us up ever so slightly. But please do tell me what you are thinking about Sndl down in the comment section. I would love to hear your opinions. Thank you so much for watching this very short video. I'll see you in the next episode, which will be out very soon. Thank you, see you then.